Video này được tài trợ bởi Cambly, ứng dụng giúp bạn học tiếng Anh 1-1 với các giáo viên bản xứ.
Hey, what up everyone, it's staying back here with the Learning English on the street. Today I'm going to ask the tourists about the culture, something related to living with each other, with your boyfriend or girlfriend before marriage. So that is something is not familiar with the Vietnamese people, but I want to ask the Western people here, and let's see what they think about that. Let's do it. You in Australia, right? So what people think about that in Australia?
It'd be very normal for you to live together before you got married as a bit of a test, like a trial, so to make sure that it works. So that would usually be the first step. In Australia, it'd be very weird if you got married before you were living together.
Really?
For my family, it's pretty normal. Yeah, I think it depends. On the parents.
It's like a one testing before you serious to get to the family time.
Like, do you think the expectation is that if your parents know that you're going to marry that person, then they would be like totally fine with you moving in with them?
Yeah, I think so.
If they know that you're not serious with that person?
Yeah,
it's quite normal. So if you're like together for I think 3-4 years, I guess, or a few years, then it's quite normal to move together in a flat or a house, something.
What if you are studying now and you are living together? Is it okay, or people don't let you do that?
I think it's not so common, or if you're studying, I think it's because it's quite expensive. So I think that's not so common, or I don't know.
People save money to live together in like one small apartment.
Look, I mean, about maybe 50 years ago, it wasn't something that was very common. Now it's a lot more common. Personally, I think that it's better to live apart before you get married. So it shows that when you get married, there's a commitment there. But at the same time, it's very common these days for people to move in together, especially in Western cultures, maybe not so much in the Eastern cultures.
So let's talk about some kind of benefits of living together before marriage. I call that is cohabitation, right?
Okay, yes,
So can you talk to me about some kind of benefits that you think people should get if they want to live together before they are serious for the family time?
Yes. Maybe if somebody has some bad habits, you would know about them before you get married.
You're right.
It probably gives you a lot more opportunity together to talk about things, which is a good thing. Understand each other more, yes. But then also, I think sometimes people might get too picky about little things, whereas when you're married, if you haven't lived together, you're just sort of forced into the situation and you have to learn to see everyone's faults, not just the good things. Whereas if you live together, maybe you get too caught up on the faults and you don't think enough about the good things.
Let's talk about living together before marriage. In Vietnam, that is not something good. Like if I want to live with my girlfriend before I get married with her, that is not something good. So what about that in your country? That is normal, or?
Yeah, it's just accepted. That it's usually like a stepping stone before marriage, that you like move in together before you.
Are you guys living together now?
No.
Okay, so let's talk about some kind of benefits of living together before getting married. Benefits of cohabitation. What do you think about people should do it?
I guess it's just like another step in whether you should get married. Like in England, it's kind of like dating, then living together, then getting married. So it's kind of like steps, whether you like find out if you're like right to each other and you want to commit to like marriage.
Well, a lot of people move into together and then don't get married and then end up separated. So I feel like it's people to see if they're like suited to get married. Because
So what about you? Like, if you know your girlfriend before, was living with with her boyfriend before, her ex-boyfriend, what do you think about that? And don't you care about that?
I feel like everyone would care a little bit just about them being with someone else, but it depends how serious it is. I feel like a lot of people have lived with each other before they moved on and got married to someone else, so it's a bit more accepted.
And you think it's okay if we live together before getting married, right? Okay, so do you guys have plans to do that in the next few years? Because in Vietnam, if you live with your boyfriend before before getting married, it's not something appropriate. I want to ask you guys about the culture in your country. So what do people think about that before getting married? If you guys living together, what do people think about that?
Yeah, in France it's something usual. Yes, we do it. It's normal for us.
It's normal.
Yeah,
most people do it and have children, never get married, and it's perfectly okay for everyone.
Okay, so what about that in your country? Doing cohabitation, is it a good thing or bad thing?
In Turkey.
Well, I guess it's still a bit like a taboo in Turkey as well, but I think more young couples do it now. Yeah, it's becoming more common. But yeah, traditional families don't do that.
Yeah, in Turkey, right?
Yeah.
What about in Australia?
I think it depends on the family, but for I think many Australians, it's very normal. It's the step you take before marriage. Yeah.
In Vietnam, if I want to get married with a girl, the people care so much about her history, like her ex-boyfriend, her life before, like did she do that or not? So talking about the benefits of that, benefits of living together before getting married. So what do you think about that? Like what kind of benefits that people get from the cohabitation, doing cohabitation?
I mean, like my personal point of view.
Exactly.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
why not?
I think it's good. Yeah. I would live together. If you're asking personally, yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to really learn what someone's like. Yeah.
Like get to know each other before
you really get to know before you, and it's still a commitment, and I think it's it's still the same kind of commitment, only you're not making such a big statement in front of a lot of people. When you get married, you are.
Yeah, I don't think marriage is that necessary. Like I think living together is actually a commitment itself. Like signing a paper, not signing a paper doesn't change anything for me.
You are right, absolutely. I agree with you.
Well, in Germany it's normally like when you first get together, you're not living together, and after a while, if it's working, you move in with each other. And yeah, I don't know, sometimes you decide to get married or not, you split.
Is it a big decision for you if you decided to go and live with her? You haven't think about that a lot, or?
No, I don't think, like for me it's not that big decision. I mean, sometimes it's just convenient if you live in the same city anyway and you spend a lot of time together, why not just move in together and
You're modern. Awesome. Because okay, let's talk about some kind of benefits of that, of doing cohabitation about like that way. So I think that is the way that we get to know each other well, right? So what else do you think that people can get from living together before you start living seriously with each other?
Well, I think it's different if you just meet each other or if you live together. Like if you live together, you get to know the person on a whole other level. It's like if you live together, you have to share, you have to clean everything, you spend a lot more time together, like sometimes 24/7. So I think sometimes it's hard for couples, that's when they get to know each other really well, and sometimes they realize, okay, it's not working, and
It's not something appropriate in Vietnam here.
It's
like
not?
people do not allow to live with each other before getting married.
Okay.
But they start changing their mind.
Okay, But in Germany it's different. A lot of people say if I haven't lived with my partner, I'm not gonna marry him because, you never know. I think that's when you really get to know the person living together.
You are right. I think that is a good idea for the people who should know about that. Guys, you see that? Okay, thank you so much. That's it.
Cảm ơn tất cả các bạn đã xem video của Dang HNN ngày hôm nay. Video này được tài trợ bởi Cambly. Mình tin rằng đây chính là ứng dụng tốt nhất cho bất kỳ ai muốn học tiếng Anh giao tiếp. Các bạn có thể thử dùng 15 phút miễn phí hoặc 10% giảm giá các gói khóa học của Cambly nhé. Mình sẽ để link ở dưới phần mô tả của video này. Cuối cùng thì xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.